Okay, don't mind the mess. It's like midnight. I had to go to school. I do not want to go to school. But quickly enough, I haven't done this a while. We're going to do UFC review. Now I'm doing UFC 15. Yeah, UFC, no, 14. UFC 14. And UFC Fight Night Ian Guerra versus Carlos Pratas. First off, we're going to start with UFC 14. We're going to go from the main card first. I completely fucked up on this. Oh my god. Dominic Reyes? Yeah, Dominic Reyes. What happened? I thought you were going to lose. You pulled a Conor McGregor. It's like, it's like, what the fuck? That's good and all. I'm glad you're back. Don't do it when I'm betting on you to lose, though, please. I thought the Ukrainian guy was going to win because he's younger. He's better, I guess, at fighting. But I guess I was wrong. Pitbull versus, I don't remember the guy. I just remember I picked Pitbull for some reason. I don't know why I picked Pitbull. He's like 40 years old. We don't talk about that pick. That was a dumb pick. Patty versus Chandler. I think, no, it was, well, I'll just do it this way. It was Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell, then Patty versus Chandler. Oh, whatever. Patty versus Chandler. This was a very interesting fight because I could see either one winning, but I am so glad. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this topic of Patty being only, like, everybody he's fought has a combined losing streak of 14. Oh, look at this. But Chandler is a better high level fighter than Tony Ferguson is right now. It was a really good fight. Patty got kicked in the dick. He got back up and, man, bloodied the shit out of Chandler. Man, that was amazing. I'm glad Patty won. And speaking of glad he won, Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. The only thing that would have made that fight better if Bryce would just flat out did a whole he just died on the canvas. That would have made it so much better. I fucking despise Bryce Mitchell. If you couldn't tell. But just Gene Silva taking him like a dog and just fucking him the whole entire fight. Man, that felt good. Man, that didn't come out right. Defended every takedown, outstruck him, I think. That's a fighting nerd, and we'll get to the fighting nerds later. Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. I had every right to pick against to pick against Volkanovski, and I still got that pick wrong. He's 36. He lost the belt. He's fighting somebody who's way better, and yet he beat him. I don't know how. I don't know why. I am fucking pissed off he beat him because I voted to get picked against him, but I am so happy. But Diego Lopez will be back. Probably be Mob Zaravia at first, and then Diego Lopez. Well, unless if Ilya wants to come back down and fight him. Oh, God, Ilya, don't do that. No. Okay, now the UFC Fight Night. Anthony, it's only two fights we want to talk about. Anthony Smith versus that Asian guy. Anthony Smith, I am so glad he retired, and that was a really good retirement. Please do not ever get back in the octagon. I'm begging you. He just curled up in the fetus position, just got beat up. And Carlos Pratas versus Ian Gary. I don't care what everybody says. That was a fun fight. 4-1, I got it. Only because I think Pratas would have won the last round. Like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I know how to fight. 30 seconds left in the fight. It was a really fun fight. Ian Gary is very technical. He's very smart. He knows what he's doing. He makes the fight really fun. I don't know why people say it wasn't fun. But it was super fun. I love that fight so much. Does he deserve the title shot? Okay. Joaquin Buckley is going to get the title shot. If Joaquin Buckley gets the title shot, that means six of at least. Oh my god, I don't know who his last opponents were besides Colby and Kamaru. But they have a losing streak of 6. I don't know how you can get a title shot off that. Beat somebody else high class. Then 2 beat. Oh my god, I should be like in Gary first. I don't know why Kamaru Usman's ranked so high right now. But he has to be. Do like against Ian Gary. They're both very high class fighters. They're both potentially going to come off a win. It'll make things interesting. I really don't think Buckley deserves a title shot right now. I think he should wait. I think Ian Gary has a better shot at getting a title shot after he just dismantled the fighting nerds. I hope Joaquin Buckley doesn't get a title shot at all. He might be good. I can't tell if he's not good or not because what, you're giving him a title shot for beating another bum? Well, big deal. Yeah, he beat Kamaru Usman. Big deal. He's on a what, 3-4 fight losing streak? Who cares? He beat Colby Covington. Yeah, again, who cares? Like what? Who was his last fight? They didn't want to come. No, Jorge Masvidal. Yeah, that guy deserves the title shot for being Colby Covington. Like no, he doesn't deserve it. I hope he doesn't get the title shot. I hope Alal Muhammad wins as well. It'll make things so much fun. Because if he can be a striker, it'll make things better. If he can beat JDM, Joaquin Buckley's not going to beat Bilal. And it's going to get really interesting. But why? Why would Joaquin Buckley need a title shot now? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I know people who are probably going to watch this. I don't know how many. I'm not going to offend anybody who is saying like, "Oh, you're wasting your time watching me" or whatever. But I know a lot of people are going to get pissed off at me for saying that. But I seriously don't think Joaquin Buckley deserves a title shot. Not yet, at least. Give him one more guy, very high class. Not high class, but very high in terms of fights and records and all that. And then we will give you the title shot. I think that is mostly fair. Give him, oh my god, who do we fight last? Give him, Ian Gary or, shit, who was that guy? I don't remember. Sean Brady. Give him one of those 2 guys. See how they work. If he can beat them, one of those 2 guys, go up to for a title. I don't care. That is the most logical sense to me, but logic doesn't matter. Okay, I think I'm going to go to bed.